But she didn't go quietly. Naughty Netflix? Why some are slamming the streaming service for holiday-shaming customers. And Game of Thrones star Gwendoline Christie talks about invading theaters in the biggest blockbuster in the galaxy, Star Wars: The Last Jedi. Plus, A-list designer to the stars Christian Siriano reveals why SNL's Leslie Jones lost it at his show and has a Throwback Thursday with Whoopi. Let's light up Hot Topics with Whoopi, Sarah Haynes, Joy Behar, Sunny Hostin, and Meghan McCain. Now, let's get things started.
Disco classic Staying Alive, because this week is the 40th anniversary of Saturday Night Fever. And if you have not seen it in a while, I'm telling you, everybody had that album.
Yeah.
Really, 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 really old people had it. Really, really, really young people. Everybody was Staying Alive.
How was John Travolta's strut?
He's
that walk.
He's phenomenal in that.
Suit.
Oh,
So really good.
Yes, he is. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Anywho, the White House has claimed another victim.
Oh my God.
Omarosa is the latest member of the administration to exit, and there are rumors that she was escorted out after making a scene. She told her side of it to GMA this morning. Take a look.
I resigned, and I didn't do that in the residence as being reported. John Kelly and I sat down in the Situation Room, which is a very secure, very quiet room in the White House, and we had a very candid conversation. But when I have a chance to tell my story, Michael, quite a story to tell. As the only African-American woman in this White House, as a senior staff and assistant to the president, I have seen things that have made me uncomfortable, that have upset me, that have affected me deeply and emotionally, that has affected my community and my people. And when I can tell my story, it is a profound story that I know the world will want to hear.
Oh, yeah. The world is waiting.
Well, her job was outreach. Why was there still only one African-American woman?
That's probably it.
Well, because she's really, truth be told, she's really a pariah in the African-American community.
So
why is
her
that?
people?
Why is that? Is she a pariah?
You know, I think she's a pariah because she's always sort of been the villain, and her job as a director of outreach in the African-American community was almost a slap in the face to the African-American community. I don't know that she was, I think the folks agree with me on that, but I know that she says that she was in the Situation Room, but April Ryan has been reporting otherwise.
Yeah.
April Ryan said that General Kelly kicked her out with high drama, and Omarosa offered vulgarities and curse words as she was escorted out of the building and off campus, and then she tried to get back in and break into the personal residence.
She sounds like Housewives.
And she tripped the alarms of the residents.
Doesn't she deny that?
Yeah.
So the
April Ryan's reporting.
Yes.
That's just what she reported.
Yes, that's you are.
Which
repeating
Omarosa
what a
objected to, said
White
that
House
wasn't true.
correspondent.
She said it wasn't true.
Omarosa did deny it, but you are just reporting what a White House correspondent said. What's fascinating to me about the Trump White House in general is that traditionally in politics, when you are staffing for a principal, one of the main things you want are people that are going to not be seen and not be heard, that fade into the background. That's what great campaigns and great presidents, quite frankly, do. I like people that work in politics that don't want to do book deals, that quite frankly don't want to guest co-host The View. If you want to be in media, be in media. But this new trend where I feel like everyone in the Trump White House wants to be on, also continue on the president's legacy of reality television and continue to be famous and write books of such nature, there's a really bad turnover rate, which I just find insane. insane. Well, it's less stable than any president since 1977. Reince Priebus, shortest serving chief of staff, 189 days. Michael Flynn, Anthony Scaramucci, James Comey, Sean Spicer. It goes down and down and down. And this turnover rate doesn't help for the chaos within the White House.
But he also, as Trump, I remember, said, I'm going to have the best people. If these are the best, who are the worst?
I don't know.
And if you want people...
I don't know.
Megan, I think anyone could get on board with the idea of distinguishing if you want a public career versus you're trying to do politics. Don't shop from the lot at The Apprentice. Like, that's where Omarosa made her name.
Why doesn't Whitlow have a position? That's what I want to know.
I'm sorry, who was Obama's chief of staff? Who was his bag man? Who's my father's chief of staff? I mean, you don't know these names off the top of your head for a reason, because people that are truly dedicated to being in public service and truly dedicated to their White House but any other form of public service or elected office shouldn't want to be on television in the way that most of this White House seems to want.
And already, I mean, she says what? You know, people will want to hear my story. I guess that means a book is coming.
Well, you know what? Look,
tell-all book.
You said some stuff here that
wasn't
about
very nice.
here wasn't very nice, but that happens. And you mentioned that we would all be bowing down.
Oh. Don't we have that? She did say that.
I don't know if we have that
on
clip,
this show?
but you can look it up. She did say it.
She did say that.
And so, I hope you find something to do, I do. And I hope that you find your people, because maybe they're looking for you.
Because the ones you refer to are not checking on you.
She's just been so nasty to so many women, and so many women of color.
Yes.
So many women of color. And I just, never mind. You know what? We also want to make sure that no one ever forgets what happened in Sandy Hook 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Today, this is the anniversary. The massacre in Sandy Hook claimed the lives of 20 children and 6 faculty members. Hearts still broken. Always thinking about them. We'll be right back.
Tomorrow, Christmas comes early to the View. It's Christmas!
I love Christmas. Don't you love Christmas?
Yeah, Joy, because we're hanging with Nick Jonas. Plus, we've got a holiday treat that'll make you stand up and sing.
Baby, please come home.
It's a very merry View. Red Hot designer to the stars, Christian Siriano.
So welcome back. The current White House resident insisted to his supporters that Americans would be saying Merry Christmas again, despite the fact that nobody ever stopped saying Merry Christmas. Okay, nobody ever stopped saying Merry Christmas. So I wondered what he thinks about his daughter's tweet wishing everyone happy holidays.
She's Jewish.
No, she's not just Jewish. She's really Jewish.
They're Orthodox.
No, this girl, I looked it up. I mean, she converted to Judaism. Her new Jewish name is Yael.
Oh.
Okay, she took what they call a mikvah, which is a ritual bath to cleanse you, and it symbolizes purity.
Well, you think her dad would remember that, that she was not going to be saying Merry Christmas.
You would think so. Her husband is Jewish. Her children are Jewish. The in-laws, the whole mishpucha is Jewish, okay? She's as Jewish as Benjamin Netanyahu. She's as Jewish as Roy Moore's lawyer. So leave the girl alone.
But do you remember how adamant he was? Can you show how adamant he was, please? You're not going to do it?
Oh, okay.
You go into those big department stores. You go into stores now. You go to these stores. When was the last time you saw Merry Christmas? You don't see Merry Christmas. They have a red wall. A wall that's painted red. Oh, great. Oh, that's wonderful. The word Christmas, you don't see it anymore. We will be saying Merry Christmas again. That I can tell you. We're going to be saying Merry Christmas again, folks. Merry Christmas again. We wish you Merry Christmas again. We wish you Merry Christmas again. And a Happy New Year. Merry Christmas again. We wish you Merry Christmas again. We wish you Merry Christmas again. And a Happy New Year. We wish you Merry Christmas again. And a Happy New Year.
Not to put too strong a point on this issue, new guy.
Yeah.
Your daughter will say happy holidays. Lots of people will say happy holidays because not everybody celebrates Christmas. But that doesn't mean we all can't party during the holiday or the Christmas holiday or whatever. Okay?
Can I interject though?
Yeah.
So I'm one of these people that like I say Merry Christmas all the time. I don't interject myself into the war on Christmas because I think it's gravely overblown. I've never said Merry Christmas to anyone ever and they've been offended. I don't think that's something that exists.
No.
I feel like even if you don't celebrate Christmas, I've never had someone be like, I don't take that holiday tidings. Say happy holidays.
You know, because you walk up to somebody, you're right. They don't say, like offender.
I know.
Oh my God.
I don't understand the war on Christmas thing.
There's no war.
That's what I mean. But if you look at some media outlets, they're constantly saying that there's this war on Christmas. There's a mashup on YouTube of President Obama and the First Lady saying Merry Christmas. I don't know, like 100 times.
Listen,
so
that comes from his brain.
Well, I think now you know about the coffee cups. I think that's what.
I think there's like an implication that maybe you can't say Merry Christmas because again, in my entire life, I know people from all different creeds and backgrounds. Nobody gets offended when you say Merry
Nobody's
Christmas.
hurt. Nobody thinks you're being rude. People understand because we all come from different places. Duh.
It seems like Fox News likes to push this.
Yeah.
Because they're victims. Like I'm a Christian and I'm a victim. As if the country is not mostly Christian.
Here's what is victim. Let me tell you about this. Netflix. Netflix is being accused. I'm gonna tell you of some glitchy stuff. Because of a tweet that asked customers to the 53 people who watched A Christmas Prince every day for the past 18 days, who hurt you? Well, let me tell you something.
What does that mean?
I'm one of those people.
Yes. What does that mean? Who hurt you?
I'm one of those people. Quit trying to shame me. Quit trying to shame me. You can't shame. Come over here and say it. You're not supposed to know what I'm watching. Why are you watching me watching stuff?
Yeah.
I don't like that.
They know everything.
You only Santa Claus and God can know everything. Those are the only two from Netflix.
Facebook.
Stop watching me do stuff.
That was shocking that they sort of know what everyone
It was a trending movie, so a lot of people were clicking on it. It's cheesy, but I love some holiday cheese. Yeah.
Cheesy.
What are people supposed
I'm
to
not
watch?
shaming cheese.
I've never heard of it.
But are you supposed to watch hipster, emo, Coen Brothers directed Hallmark movies? Give people a break. It's the Christmas holiday.
You know what the best Christmas movie is?
What is the best Christmas movie?
What? Bad Santa.
That's a good one.
That's the greatest.
You love that.
I love that movie.
What's your favorite?
The claymation Rudolph.
What's yours?
I like Elf.
Yes. Santa, I know him. I love that. What's yours?
Chevy Chase movie.
Yes, National Lampoon's Christmas.
Yes.
That's a good one.
What about that the famous one with Jimmy Stewart and Donna Reed?
Oh, you went
See,
with
that's
that.
not mine. That's a wonderful one. That one does.
BB gun one.
That one does.
Christmas Story.
Yeah, Christmas Story. That's mine because
Miracle on
I
love that. It's a Wonderful Life.
I know.
Why?
I want a Red Ryder BB gun.
It's not that I don't like it, but it doesn't say much to me. It doesn't speak.
Say that the world would be different if you were never born.
No.
We need to update your movie category, Joy.
No. Wonderful Wife. Wonderful Life is a lovely movie. So is the Preacher's Wife. They're wonderful.
A Miracle on 34th Street.
Miracle on 34th. It's all good. But
the original Frosty.
I like a Christmas movie that shows me and reminds me what I look like when my mother stuffed me into those snowsuits. And you just, because that's what I did. And Clyde would come running back and come on, Karen, come on, and pick me up and take me. I mean, it reminds me of. Yes, it reminds me.
I still do that.
Netflix should stop.
And I did this thing, every year I generally read The Night Before Christmas for Nightline. And they said, well, we want to do something different. I was like, really? And they were like, no, we want to do something like from when you were a kid. So when I was a kid, there was a man named Mr. Garrity who threw a party for 3 neighborhoods in Chelsea. Hell's Kitchen in another, and Clinton.
Okay.
And so all these kids, you know, from 6 to about 10 or 12 would go every year. And he threw like a huge party with great presents. So this is what Nightline decided that they would help us do. And it's called the Share the Joy campaign, and they help grant holiday wishes to needy kids. So we had a lot of fun reading towards the night before Christmas to some of the kids, and they got some really groovy early Christmas presents too. So to log on to our website for more information, and you can catch some more of this on Nightline Friday night at 12:35. And I will say this, if, you know, Santa's been working really hard, but I noticed, because I went over to the post office, that there are some letters that might not have gotten there. So anything you can do to help get those letters taken care of, the post office has a lot of them. I'm just saying, I know Santa's there and he knows that we're doing everything we can, but the post office, kids write to them, maybe we can help get the letters and stuff to them. We'll be right back.
'Twas the time before Christmas, and at the View store,
there were mugs and cool clothes.
Must-have merch.
And much more. This promo's so fun. It's festive and rhymey.
You want to talk rhymey? What did you buy me? This is it? This is the gift?
I love you.
Yeah, I see you spared no expense. Take it back.
Get in the spirit at the View store online for great holiday gifts. And see how good the View looks on you.
I just love the holidays.
Here's the show. Okay. It's time for All I Want for Christmas is View. We are getting you hot for the holidays with Form, the first of its kind hair care collection that delivers a personal regimen based on your personal style and lifestyle. Today, thanks to Walker & Company, you're getting a Form beauty gift bag plus a $125 gift card.
Yeah.
Apparently, I don't know whether you all are aware of this, but apparently there is a magic number when it comes to sex, according to a survey of over 3,000 people that found that most women say, okay, this is what women say, sex should last exactly 25 minutes and 51 seconds. Now, I can't say I ever recall 25 minutes of anything, but how does that work?
Well, what's funny is the average answer for men is also 25 minutes and 43 seconds, but they did a study and found that the average man in any country and of any age cannot get close to either ideal duration.
Does that include like, hey, come in, are you
like
eating?
Are you no foreplay? Yeah,
well, anything, does it include everything, like the whole
doing
evening?
the do.
Well, what else do you want it to include?
Because the only way they can want it to last that long is if it starts with, you know, your arrival, and then you take your coat and you sit down. I mean, that seems to encompass 25 minutes.
What about that song, I Want a Man with a Slow Hand? That's got to take at least an hour.
A spokesperson for men, but I mean, if Omarosa can be for black people, maybe I'm good. But so,
we are slap happy. Can you tell? Go ahead.
So, I think men aren't into the opening act anyway. So
they better be.
No, we've done it on this show. They don't want it. They want their stuff, and they want to get out.
Too bad about that.
There's really, yeah. So I think this is like at least 3 times too long.
Well, my mother used to say when I was a kid, she'd be teaching me about sex. For 10 minutes of pleasure, you pay for the rest of your life.
That's how they got us not to have sex.
That was considered birth control in the Italian neighborhood.
Yes, that's not only in the Italian. Well, you know, there's only a spit between your. You know, we fall in the coffin just like y'all do.
Same idea. 10 minutes. And I'd be like, 10 minutes.
We were talking about this before, that like all polls, you can sort of interject what you want into them. Yeah. And there are different times for different things in different places and different times. So
tell us.
if you're like, you know, I don't know. Why are you laughing so hard?
Have you heard
I am trying to talk about sex on this show. It is so uncomfortable. I cried on television yesterday to Joe Biden, and it was more comfortable than talking about sex right now. Tell us
about injecting into the poll. Wait, before.
Sonny and I are making a really valiant effort to make this work.
But it's the injection into the poll that got us. We have to go. We'll be right back.
Phasma in Star Wars: The Last Jedi. Please welcome Gwendoline Christie.
Yeah!
As you know, we love strong women around here. And you are known for playing two of them, Captain Phasma in Star Wars and Brienne of Tarth on Game of Thrones. And they both challenge these stereotypical roles of women, I think. When you were growing up, did you have any role models representing that?
Well, it was limited, I have to say. You know, when I was, I watched TV and movies really avidly from a very, very young age. Right. And I found it very limiting. And you know, it is coincidental, really, that I remember being shown the Star Wars movies when I was 6. And I remember watching that film and being so captivated by Carrie Fisher. Because she felt so authentic. She felt like what she was bringing to the role was a real generosity of spirit. And her sense of humor, her bravery, her refusal to conform. And that, it inspired me. And it inspired me hugely, because I remember thinking, even in my thinking, I like her. She's not like all the other women I see on TV. By that, I'm saying what we were presented with in terms of female characters in our mainstream media and entertainment. She felt different.
She passed away last year, unfortunately. We were just discussing at a very young, she was only 60 years old, brilliantly funny, so talented. Anything specific you remember about her?
We were doing press together, and I was so nervous because, you know, it's Carrie Fisher, and I was with her, and I was with Lupita. You know, it was quite a lot happening, and the interviewer said. He went to ask Carrie a question, and Gary Fisher, Carrie's dog, wandered in, and then immediately passed wind. And it was quite an intense experience for everyone in the room. And Carrie said, I'm not going to ignore this. Something's just happened in the room. A dog fart has happened so strong that you could hang a picture of it. And then she said, in answer to your question, what am I going to do between movies? I'm going to be hanging pictures of dog farts. So that was my introduction.
She was
incredible.
Incredible.
You know, I am a huge Game of Thrones fan, as I think the majority of America is as well. Your character is incredible. We have to wait a really long time for the season to come back. Can you give me a hint whether or not Brienne lives or dies at the end?
Or do you at least know?
What I can tell you is that they've installed a new process now on Game of Thrones, whereby you go in at the start of the day, you do your day, and then you go into a booth and they apply electrodes to your head. And it means that you don't remember anything that happened at all that
day. It's like
day.
the Matrix.
So not even I know.
Our executive producer is dying to know who you think would win in a battle of Brienne of Tarth or Captain Phasma.
Now, look, I feel very conflicted about this. John Boyega says he thinks Captain Phasma would win. What I'm proposing is this. Let's find out. I'm thinking one half of me, Brienne of Tar.
Yes.
The other half of me, Captain Phasma, and let me fight myself.
Yes.
Now that is a movie. I would watch it. Let's watch that movie.
Well, I have been a Star Wars fan forever. But last time we saw Captain Phasma, Finn and Han Solo tossed her down a trash chute, right? So we know little about The Last Jedi, but we know Phasma is back. So in a scene with Finn, he's dressed in regular clothes, and you, however, are in full armor. So can we get a little bit about what's going to happen?
Ooh. Okay, what I'm going to tell you is this, yeah?
Did you not hear the electrodes thing?
Only,
you can't do it.
Only because I like all of you. I was reunited with the man who taught me to fight on Game of Thrones, a brilliant stunt director called C.C. Smith. And he taught me to fight and to sword fight. And when I first started on Game of Thrones, and we spent 3 months together, 3-4 days a week, and he would, you know, make me walk around with weights and talked about, he gave me courage to just, to take that step, to go further, and to be, you know, to really sit in my own power, and to sit in Brienne's power, which is far greater than mine. So we worked together again.
Oh.
Maybe we work together doing Needle Point. Maybe we work together doing Needle Point.
I want to ask you a question because you're a fantastic actor, and you are a very tall woman. And I have 2 questions. Are your folks tall?
All of the women in my father's side of the family were very tall, around 6 foot.
Right.
And both of my parents were tall, but I am the tallest.
And so, being the tallest... So, did you have issues with kids in school?
You know what? It wasn't easy. But no difference is.
Right.
And I think that's what should unite us as humans, is that we are all incredibly unique. We all have that difference. But to focus on what unites us as humans is what I think will cause us to evolve further. And I was hugely lucky. I had parents that was no issue to them. It was about how well are you doing at school? How happy are you? What are you interested in? What are you passionate about?
Absolutely.
How free do you feel? And so I was very lucky. Not all children have that.
No, but they have you.
Well, you know, if there's anything I could do with the amazing opportunity I've been given to do these incredible projects, and it is just luck that I've been able to play these roles. I truly hope it inspires not just our youth, but everyone, generations, that we are all unique. Let's be united by our similarities. Let's recognize our differences and be united.
Perfect way to end. A big thank you to Gwendoline Christie. Star Wars The Last Jedi is in theaters tomorrow, and we will be right back.
Hey, everybody.
If you're a fabulous fan of The View, get this.
It's that time of year again, and I got you the perfect stocking stuffer.
Ooh, and you're gonna need one giant stocking, cuz we're giving away awesome gifts and epic trips. Stuff so good, it'll leave you singing, "All I want for Christmas is you."
Good one. Happy holidays from The View.
So visit us on Facebook, like our page, and find out how to enter.
Every day in Hot Topics, we talk about how divided the country is, and most of it starts on Capitol Hill. So I went to D.C. to see how Teleflora is bringing people together for the holidays with the ultimate declaration of love and encouraging all of us to love out loud. They created a 50-foot wide, 8-foot high floral wall in the nation's capital filled with 1,000 handmade floral bouquets. For 24 hours, passersby were given a bouquet to share with anyone they wanted, and I saw a lot of love stories. Take a look. I'm in Washington, D.C., and I'm in front of the Teleflora Wall of Love. And it's the holidays, so I want to find out how people love out loud. You look like a family, yes?
Yeah. We are a family. We're the Hardiman family. My name is Stephen. This is my beautiful wife, Sandra. 26 years ago, she did me the pleasure of becoming my wife. For so long, I kept the love for her in my head, and I didn't share it with her all the times and all the ways that I should. I took this time today, and I brought her out here and let the world know how special she is and how much I love her. And she has given me 3 beautiful boys. I love you so much.
I love you too. He's got me crying too. Oh my goodness. What woman doesn't want a man to say that to her? I am so blessed.
So, Jesse, why did you bring your sister Catherine to the Wall of Love?
She's such an amazing person. She's been by me. Our mom passed away unexpectedly 2 years ago. I think during that time, I've just sat and thought about how amazing she is. You know, she walks into a room, she changes the dynamic of everybody and everything. And so I just want to tell her how grateful and lucky I am.
Oh, I think this deserves a hug. Let me move out of the way.
I'm so grateful and happy because I woke up next to you and you're my best friend and I want to spend the rest of my life with you. For that, I want to propose to you. I say, will you marry me? Yes? Yes, yes. Oh.
Were you surprised?
I'm like in shock right now. My body is like shaking and I just can't believe like this is happening right now.
How long have you been together?
So far, about 3 years.
Wow, and a lifetime after this. Congratulations.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I had such a great time meeting people and listening to people love out loud. And guess what, ladies? I'm bringing some home to you. Well, Fella Flora wants everyone to love out loud this holiday season with the Winter Pine Centerpiece. It's delivered in an elegant glass bowl, bursting with fresh flowers, holiday pines, and festive accents. And guess what? Great news! Thanks to our sponsor, Teleflora, members of our audience are going home with a $125 Teleflora gift card. We'll be right back with Christian Siriano.
Tomorrow, celebrate the holidays on A Very Merry View with Golden Globe nominee Nick Jonas. The co-host holiday faves for under $50. Darlene Love performs her holiday classic with a surprise guest. And we're giving away spectacular vacays all over the world. So tune in to see if you're packing your bags.
Siriano has been a friend of mine for a long time, and he's one of the leading A-list designers who has no size limit when it comes to his magnificent fashions. He's shown off some of them in the new book, God bless me, Dresses to Dream About. And honey, when you open it, you'll see you're going to want to wear everything. Welcome, Christian.
Thank you so much.
So we're coming up on your 10-year anniversary of your line.
Yes.
Wow. And I know that Whoopi was one of your first models, right?
She was, yeah. Whoopi was like the first to embrace, which was amazing. And I dressed her for the Tony Awards.
Designed her show, her outfit right
Yeah, because she was hosting, and it was like a big deal for me. A lot of looks. I mean, amazing.
That was pretty.
That's gorgeous. It was gorgeous. She showed her legs. That was chic.
We never see
Whoopi, right?
Oh, I haven't.
You've got good legs.
Yeah, I know it. Yeah, it was great.
It was nice. Such a great experience, and I love doing it. It was a blast. And I hope I get to do more for you.
Yes, I think you will.
Yeah.
One of our favorite stories here, we know that Leslie Jones is a big fan of yours because, as we all remember, we talked about here on the show, she had an award show and she tweeted out, "No one will design for my body," and you tweeted right back, like, "I'm in."
Yeah.
But we didn't realize how big of a fan she was until we saw this clip. Straight up happy because she was like a play-by-play. What were you thinking when you...
It was amazing. Well, I was backstage, so first I thought somebody fell down and got hurt because she's screaming. She's screaming. It's so loud. And I'm like, oh, God, the show's over. But then it was like everybody was laughing and exciting. And I really just thought she thinks she's like at the Knicks game. Like, I don't think she understands. But it was so nice because everyone in fashion is so annoying and rude. So it was like really nice that it like made everyone like, you know, she's sitting across from Vogue and the New York Times, and like it lifted everyone's spirits.
Yes.
But I don't think she knew that. She was like, baby, I just thought they were your friends. And I was like, no. But that made it very genuine, and I love her, and I love making clothes for her. I dressed her for the Emmys, you know, a few days later, and she's just a great person.
You have models of all shapes and sizes, backgrounds, genders walking in shows.
Yeah.
Why has that been important for you or to you?
I just think that that's just the world we're living in. I think, you know, it's like such a funny thing that I think people, if you have a hard time getting clothes, that's like so weird.
Yeah.
To me, there's enough kind of hate going on in the world that I think like getting dressed should be the easy part of the day.
Yeah.
And I always thought, and I think the way that I've shown that on the runway is to really just show everyone, you know, if it's a boy in a dress or whatever, there are no rules anymore. And I don't think we should care.
Well, I love it. You know, look.
I love it.
If I get to go to the Oscars, he's going to dress me. Thanks for proving that. His book, Dresses to Dream About, is available now. We want everybody to have a great day. Thanks for coming. Thanks for watching. Take a little time to enjoy the view and be kind.